Okay, let's get started in session one. Session one is just an introduction to sociology. A lot of times students get started and say, I don't even know what sociology is. So that's our focus. We're going to get your feet wet in what sociology actually is, and we're going to get you set up in the textbook to be able to do the course readings and take the chapter quizzes for grades. The image that you see in the top of the session one section in your Moodle page gives you a great example of what sociology is. Sociology is all about perspectives. And so we see here we have two people standing on either side of a number. One person believes that the number that they're looking at is a 6, and one person believes that the number they're looking at is a 9. The caption at the bottom says, just because you're right doesn't mean I'm wrong. You just haven't seen life from my side. And that is what sociology is all about, different perspectives. From where you are currently and you're looking at a concept or an event or the way someone feels, you are only feeling that because of where you are, your perspective. Someone on a different side looking at the same item may see it very different because of their side or their perspective. So I like to tell my students that our experiences thus far in our lives have created who we are today. And reality is that everybody has their own reality based upon their experiences. We also would like to take a little bit of time during this course to try to expand our thought processes and understand how other people could feel differently about the same topic that we feel a certain way. Not trying to change anyone's minds, but just understanding all sides, trying to figure out how people feel very differently about the same topics and that they're very passionate about their opinions. Okay, so we're always going to start our session by watching our directions video, which is what you are doing now. For session one, the textbook reading and quiz assignment portion for this week is just to set up your Pearson Revel account. And then we'll get to talking about the writing activity, which is your graded activity for session one. When you are going to set up your Pearson Revel account, you are going to get into the textbook and course information section. This is at the top of your Moodle page. It will look just like this. We have these green arrows flagging to show you where to click. And you will click into the textbook reading and quizzes access link. When you click here, you'll be redirected to a page that looks like this. This is going to be the landing page for your textbook access. Now, I will say that everything is supposed to work seamless, and so when you click on that link, this is what you are supposed to see. If for some reason you are prompted to create an account or log in, that will be fine as well. Just make sure that you use your Moodle given first and last name and your Nash Community College student email account if you are prompted to put in your personal information. Hopefully, things are going to work exactly perfect like the publisher has promised me that they are, and you're just going to click and it's going to be right here and everything's going to be great. Once you get into this particular landing page, you are going to have two options. One says book, one says courseware. The book is all that it is. It is the book. So just able to see the information from the book. The courseware is what you're going to be accessing to read the book and to take quizzes. So you will click on this box that says courseware, and then something else will pop up. You will slide down here to the bottom right-hand corner and click on this blue box that says Access Courseware. When you do that, you are going to be sent to a Pearson Revel page. It's going to look something like this. Now keep in mind, I have an instructor view, so yours is going to look a little bit different. You're going to be looking for a link, a Soc 210 link. You're going to click that link, and that is going to take you to the landing page for your quizzes. Now again, yours is going to look a little bit different because you have a student view, I have an instructor view. Disregard the dates here as you're looking, but what you will see is all of your chapter assignments listed here, and you will start next session, so session 2, with a particular chapter that is assigned. Before I move forward talking about the next assignment, if you have any issues this week with getting into the textbook section, clicking on that access link, making sure that your account is working, seeing that your quizzes are there, any sort of issue, I need you to email me immediately, and you and I will set up a time where we can Zoom, and I will be able to see your screen and help you figure out what is going on. If you are on campus and you would like assistance, we have a digital teaching and learning lab that is inside of our English studio, and Josh, who is the coordinator for that learning lab, will be able to help you as well. But when all else fails, if you are having issues getting into your textbook access link, email me immediately. We start graded assignments for that textbook in session 2, so we need to get this figured out quickly. Okay, so for your graded assignment for session 1, we are going to complete a writing assignment called What is Sociology? Here is the link right here. And when you, when you click on that link, What is Sociology? You are going to come to a screen that looks something like this. Again, sometimes you'll notice there are differences in my screens and yours. Here is the link. It says complete the What is Sociology writing activity. So we are going to click on this link, and then you'll be coming to a screen that looks like this. So this is a Google Doc that you are going to make a copy. So click the button, make a copy. And this is going to be your assignment that you can type into, and this is going to deposit into your Google Drive. Please be mindful that if you have any other Google accounts, that you need to make sure you are logged out of all of them and you are only logged into your Nash Community College student email account, because when you click that button that says make a copy, it is going to deposit into whatever Google account is active in that upper right-hand corner. So make sure for submission purposes that you are in your Nash Community College email account. And if all else fails, just log out of every account that you have and only log into your Nash account. Okay, to begin this writing activity, you first are going to need to watch these 3 videos linked at the top. So the first direction says to watch these videos about the subject of sociology. You may want to watch those videos, take a few notes, and then re-watch those videos as you are completing the writing assignment. So the writing assignment is essentially a chart that you are going to fill in with information that you have learned about sociology. You're going to put in terms, you're going to put in sentence forms, words, statements, photos, images, all of those things depending upon which section you are being asked to complete. Also, you may want to go ahead back to the textbook access link, go back into the textbook and locate section 1.7. That is a section of chapter 1 that will help you very much with completing this chart. So there's lots of resources there for you. I want to be very clear in letting you know that you are not to go outside of the resources that I have provided you. You need to be very careful that you are using your own words, your own thoughts, your own ideas based upon what you have learned. So what you are going to do is you're going to see a chart. there are 3 columns. The first column is structural functionalism. The second column is conflict theory. And the third column is symbolic interactionism. You are going to learn through the videos linked in number 1 that the names of these 3 items here are different theories in sociology. Essentially, they're different viewpoints that we use as sociologists to analyze an event, an issue, or some sort of concept. And each one of those theories looks at things a little bit differently through a different lens. So you're going to see on the left-hand side the thought-provoking concept. So I want you to tell me what this theory focuses on. You're going to list that for structural functionalism, for conflict theory, and for symbolic interactionism. Same concept moving down. Main concepts of this theory. You will list those for each. Tidbits of information you gathered, people that are related to that theory, images that help you remember this theory. Now, again, I want to explain that these are images that come to your mind when you are learning about these 3 theories. Do not Google structural functionalism and pop in an image that comes up that says structural functionalism, okay? You're going to think about that particular theory as you're learning about it and attach some sort of image to it. Vocabulary terms that you hear or you learn about those theories will go in this section. If you had to tell someone about that theory, what would you say? So, a little sentence or 2 kind of wrapping up what you've learned. And then some sort of question you have about that theory. This is not a section that you are allowed to leave blank. You're going to need to ponder something. There is going to be something that makes you go, and you're going to put that there. Now, I realize that some of these things on the left are a little overlapping, and that's okay. They're meant to be that way just to kind of guide your thoughts, because some of it can be very much overlapping. Main concepts can be pieces of tidbits that you gathered, but you can just do your best at splitting up into whatever block you feel like it goes best with. Again, this is probably sounding a little confusing right now because you haven't watched the videos. So once you watch these videos and learn a little bit about sociology, this particular writing assignment will be easier for you. Okay, so once you are done with your assignment, you are going to have a submission box down here on your screen. Remember, mine's going to look different. That submission box is going to allow you to drag and drop an assignment, or it's going to allow you to get into your Google Drive and submit your assignment that way. If you've ever taken a class through Moodle, that might be easy for you. If you have not and you need some assistance with getting things submitted the first week, that is not a problem. Just shoot me an email, and again, we will set up a time where I can walk you through how to submit. And I'm sorry that I can't show you exactly how to submit because on my end, I'm seeing the instructor view instead of the student view. All right, so I just want to remind you as we wrap up this particular video on session 1 that I am only an email away. If you have any questions or concerns, or you need help with anything in this course, I need you to email me immediately and let me help you. Do not wait until the day that something is due or until the day before something is due to get started on work. Make sure that you are working ahead of time, so if you do run into some roadblocks, you and I can work together to solve those issues before the deadline rolls around. So I will remind you again, if you need something or you have a question, shoot me an email. I will be more than happy to help you. And I hope that you enjoy session 1 and learning a little bit about what sociology actually is.